Hey friends, I'm back. It's Julie Norman and I put out planner and planner related videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. Today we're going to do an unboxing and it is the last day. Today while I'm recording it is near the last day of September. So it isn't a regular calendar or planner. It is a special edition and this is from Silk & Sonder. So it comes in the Silk & Sonder just a regular bubble envelope. I already peeked inside, but let's unbox it or unbag it as you will. And what it is this limited edition Francia Raisa. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys, but if you do, please correct me. And it is a special edition planner that they just put out, and limited edition, I should say, in conjunction with this lady who I had not heard of before. She is from LA. She's an actress. She does other stuff. So they work together and produce this. Isn't this beautiful? Unlike the regular Silk & Sonder, it has more of a look that is like the kids' journal. Let's compare it with the monthly. So this is the regular monthly edition, and the size-wise, it is the same size, except if you look here, the spiral goes off a little bit. So it is the same size as the regular Silk & Sonder, but it is a staple bound, 2 staples here. And that is the difference between the two. It has the feel of the kids' journal, and whereas you've got the cardboard and the staple bound, and it even feels like the same paper, which it probably might be. And I wonder if I should do pen test. It's probably the same paper. So let's just flip through it, and I'll talk about it. All right. Again, it has the same stuff that a regular planner has, your table of contents, but it has a little more editorial. Usually there is a letter, an editor's letter in the beginning, which is like this. And so there's a difference there. It tells a little bit about Francia and about the collaboration here. A little interview. Now it does your self-care, your little journaling prompts, and you also notice that it's not so overly floral like the regular ones. Like this is the cover to the October. It's very florally, very feminine. This is a little bit, it has some florals to it, but it also has, just, watercolor things. There's little leaves, so it's less florals. So here is their journaling prompts. This is Ikigai. I don't know what this is. Write down what those apply to your Ikigai. I don't know. Profession and vocation. I've never done that. A letter to yourself. And then we have last month reflection and monthly intentions, which is what the regular planner has as well. But the difference is, here, I'll show you that, and then I'll overlay, this is October's. So they're very similar, just, slightly different in the decor. But the thing is, you notice in the front, maybe, that there was no calendar, and that is because this is an undated journal planner. Now you have your trackers, your mood, and your habit tracker. I have already pre-filled some of this in, so there's a little bit more decor, but this is the October, and this is the limited edition. So it's pretty similar. We have a gratitude log, which is a normal manifestation wheel, which kind of reminds me of, some of the stuff that is in the regular ones. Then we have manifestation prompts, vulnerability letter, a duality exercise, a coloring page. This coloring page is much simpler than the coloring page that is in the regular one, because this one, somebody on the Facebook group says she's going to need a magnifying glass to finish this one. There is a lot of detail in there. And then we have a dot grid page, some this is a recipe, and a skincare routine. So there's a little more self-care. We have a ta-da page, accomplishments, and a self-care bingo. I love the bingo. there are intentions for weekly, daily, some stretches, which are actually, I really like that because I want to get into more stretching. And now we go into our scheduling, our weekly calendars. Now this is looking similar to what is in the regular one, and I will overlay that. So this is like this 2-page spread, and here is the one for October. So you can see here, the calendar of course is blank, but the rest is the same. And on the other page, it is basically the same as well. So they've kept that the same. But the thing is that these are undated, so you can do it as you like. Now here are your week spread. So it's basically the same. Because you see this, and this is October planner. They just have more flowers here, if you can see that, on the regular monthly dated one. Then you have a 2-page spread of dot grid. And it starts it all over again, and until, let's see, I wonder if they do the mid-month. Yep, they do the mid-month check-in. And again, you just keep going to the end. It ends with a dot grid 2-page and a 1/2 page. So this is basically the same thing, except the October journal has grid lines. So it's like grids instead of dot grid. I actually prefer the dot grid myself. So this was the October, and this is the limited edition right here. Isn't that beautiful? It still has flowers, but it's a little bit more of a modern feel to it, a little bit more, it's got the gold foiling on it. And if you see the October one, it's very florally with the background there. So that is the peek into this thing, and it is a $20 journal, and the regular one here is $19.99. I don't know if they're going to keep making these. I sure hope they do, because I really kind of like that, where it's undated and you don't have to feel like you have to get it all done in a certain amount of time, because sometimes you might miss a week, or you're not done filling out all your prompts in a month. So instead of putting it away, you can keep going on it for maybe more than a month if you'd like. Now, they said that the sales from this journal, percent of the proceeds will be donated to a charity called This Is About Humanity. I've never heard of this charity before, so I don't know a lot about it. I did look it up, and it didn't raise any red flags for me, but I didn't go on the charity finder at all yet. So do your own research on that. I just wanted to see what this was about. But it says it's to raise awareness about separated and reunified families and children on the border. And they educate people, and they do help individuals with things that they need. So that is my video today, and thank you so much for coming and watching. Coming up in about a week, within a week or so, I'm going to review how September went with Silk and Sonder, and how October, I hope, is going to go. And I do have a discount code in the description. It's 25% off your first order. So if you want to get this for your first order, it'll be 25% off of $20, is about $5 off. So you get it. This did not cost me any shipping, so but I think the best value that you could do is to get the annual subscription for this, because at 25% off, and they also give you a deal on getting a year version, you get it for pretty cheap. I think somebody said it's around $10 or something. That's almost half price. I'd have to do the math on that, or you can do the math. So do take advantage of that if you can. It does help me out a little bit, and it's how I keep funded here for the channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe so we can spend more time together. Thanks for watching. Okay, friends, it's postscript time. P.S. So here I have a ball of wool, and I've been doing needle felting for quite a few years. And I just made some pumpkins to put in my shop booth at the antique store, because we're getting into fall and everybody wants pumpkins lately. And so let me just show you what my pumpkin looks like. So it used to look like this. It's all wool. I make these all out of wool. And here is my pumpkin. And I haven't finished this guy off. I thought I'd finish it with you. So it's made all 100% wool, you can see, and I make little ridges, and so the inside is this, just a core wool. It's not my favorite. It's like wool that I'm not going to do anything with. And sometimes you can put scraps inside here of different wools or different yarns or something to help the fill and make it 100% natural. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the stem by just simply, I felted this. Okay, if you're not familiar with needle felting, this is a barbed needle, and it's dry felts. So if you've ever put a wool, 100% wool sweater in the washer, it comes out much smaller, and that's basically what these needles do. It's kind of a fun, forgiving art. So I'm going to just trim off here the stem. Oh, this isn't the right pair of scissors. This is more of my paper scissors. Oops. Okay, so this little top here, it won't go to waste. It'll go inside in the middle of this as I wrap my next pumpkin. So we have the little stem. He's on there nicely. You know, if I wanted to, I could do a few more pokes to make sure it's shaped, but I think that's pretty good shape. And of course, when you have a pumpkin, you want to have a little bit of this greeny stuff. So this is Curly Locks, and it was dyed green. I don't remember where I got this from, but I'm just going to separate some locks here. Go like that, maybe. And put some here. So, and while I'm doing this, I would love to hear, what are your things that you like to do for fall? Do you decorate? What do you look forward to? I'm going to confess, I am not a pumpkin spice person. I just can't stand that. I don't mind pumpkin pie, but that spice, I don't know. But I would love apple and cinnamon, so there's my compromise. So there's a little bit of greenery there. I'm going to tuck in a little bit more on the other side just to balance it out. Like here, let's see here. Because, you know, when you decorate and do stuff, it's good to do things in thirds. So you see how that is taking this wool and pushing it, felting it into it. And it makes that satisfying sound. It's actually a therapeutic art because, you know, you're poking things with a needle, you're stabbing. So if you have a bad day, this is a good thing to do. And I have taught classes on this too, so it's just a lot of fun. That's not very big, is it? I'm actually going to tuck in one more piece under here. And when I get into winter here, I'm going to make some gnomes. I like making gnomes too. And they kind of double as elves and Santa stuff. So there we go. I'm all done. There's the pumpkin. And let's see if I can... I'm zoomed out as far as I can go unless I move my camera. So there you go. There's my pumpkin. So hopefully you guys are preparing for fall, something to look forward to. We haven't had a lot of stuff to look forward to this year, have we? So there you go. And do let me know what kind of things you like to do to prepare for fall, and I will see you on the next one. Have a joyful day. Bye-bye.